slightly later than I usually start. Can you even hear me? I'm nowhere near my microphone. Not that there's anyone to hear me, but, you know, theoretically, if there was, I should probably be talking nearer my microphone. But I'm too busy setting things up. Okay. Okay. Only a little bit late. And actually not late. Again, let me just point out, not technically late. Make sure that it is streaming. Stream is going. Even going to Mixer, they've decided to deign me the ability to stream again. Bastards. I'm going to go ahead and load the game to get that out of the way. How unusual for literally nobody to be paying any attention to my stream. Okay, audio doesn't seem to be going through, and I have absolutely no clue why. It's certainly plugged in. There it goes. Audios. Hello, Spec Lad. Ah, I'm so late still. Is it not going through to Mixer? It should be going through to Mixer. Damn it, Mixer! I set it up with Mixer. If it's not going through to Mixer, it's Mixer's fault. Mixer is absolutely just yanking me around. On today's episode of Oh Mixer, could you kindly go away and stop existing, you piece of garbage? Remember 3 weeks ago when Mixer was the best option? I liked 3 weeks ago when Mixer was the best option. Those were good times. You know what I just noticed? Somebody said something on YouTube and it actually worked. That's a minor miracle, too. I should maybe pause the game if I'm just twerping about here. Trust me, things are happening. Patient. Oh, it's very echoey, Leviathan Mist. Very echoey. I'm sorry, there's just so much random garbage that needs to be done. Okay, 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 okay. Stream announced. Pocket PC running. Everything's good. It only took an extra few minutes. So, anybody who has been watching the escapades of me dumping NES ROMs, the Once Upon a Time in China NES ROM that I dumped, I am reclaiming the title as first person to have released a unmodified dump of that game. There's a dump that's apparently going around that is clearly modified. It uses a different mapper. It's like totally wrong. It is evil. It is Satan's work. Mine is unchanged, pure, correct, right. Good would be a step too far. Okay, we're here, we're ready, let's go. Hello, this is YawWeasel. This is EverQuest for the Pocket PC. I'm really very much hoping that I am near the end of this game. I mean, I am on one of the last quests, right? Yeah, like, I've got Befallen Revisited and then whatever that is. I did install the expansion, I am yet to see any sign of the expansion existing or being a thing, so I'm just going to sort of take the game's word for it that something happened there. Last time I made a beeline for that sort of, that suspicious spot at the end that it turns out did nothing. Now, I don't know where to go, because I don't feel like I missed anything last time. Everything's just kind of here. So, follow the left wall, then, and since we've already been here, zzz. I know I go to that door I couldn't open before. I just don't remember where that door was. So I'm just gonna have to sort of explore everywhere until I find the door. It wasn't where I'm going now. I mean, it would have to be... It wouldn't have to be. Oh, that door! That's a door! I remember that door! That's that door right there! It's sort of right across, and it's a place that I am not right now. Hello, door. I remember you, you jerk door. It opens! Hey, we're making progress. Okay, yeah, I now remember that. I sort of expected there to be multiple doors of that kind, but there weren't. And I also expected it to be sort of right at the end, but it wasn't. So, you know, everything is wrong here, whatever. Still not really sure what I'm doing here. I feel like they've done a lot of world building, but not a lot of, and here's the reason you give a crap. Okay, more hallways. Given that I've already sort of explored a lot of this map, I have to suspect that this is not going to be much. Like, there can't be that much more after what I've already explored. Yo, we will cast death! I'm an adventure addict. Nothing could be further from the truth. Another mummy decided to get up in my business. Victory! Doing pretty well against these losers. I think I am just fine. I think this game is definitely... Well, I played it on normal mode. I guess I could have gone harder, but on normal mode, it's definitely balanced very easy. It's not a difficult game. I have not had to do a lot of worrying. Period. I was gonna say worrying about something, but I just haven't had to do a lot of worrying, like, at all. I hope I'm not just failing to see doors. The doors have been pretty obvious in this area, but I wouldn't put it past them to make the doors suddenly non-obvious. Yeah, don't move. Just stand around. A vampire! I don't think we've seen a vampire before. Have we? I don't remember any vampires. Well, it was quite the threat. I feel like it did some initial move that froze me because I stopped walking, so maybe it freezes you, but it freezing you isn't really that much of a threat if it itself isn't that much of a threat. You always will cast death. Just waiting for my stuff to come back more readily. Victory! I might have been clipping my nails in the middle of the stream. Okay. Yup, it's hallways. There's a size limit on areas before it just becomes boring, and I think we've stepped well beyond that. Like, way beyond that. It's tough with this style of graphics to make areas that are actually interesting and unique, but tell you what, they haven't done it. This area is interesting and unique, but you sort of experience all the interest and uniqueness in the first two rooms, and then you go, well, yeah, now I'm just going to wander around killing mummies and dread ghouls and vampires apparently always will cast death. The game lacks in unique decorations. That is exactly correct. Now I'm gonna have to wait for that to come back. Doop-a-doop-doo, waiting on mana. Doop-a-doop-doo, mana, mana, mana. Keratin. It has carrot right in the name, so it must be delicious. Victory! The door is locked. You need to find the lower befallen key before you open it. I like how I know that it's called the lower befallen key. Okay. Well, I guess there's thankfully more area here I haven't explored. I would hate it. It's like, well, now that you've gotten to that door, leave again, go on another quest, and then go back to Befallen a third time. That would be slightly annoying. Whereby slightly annoying, I mean extremely annoying. Queen's Chambers! The queen is running away! She's turned into a vampire! You always will cast death. Victory! Tell you what, those vampires, in spite of having very dramatically spoken names, aren't very threatening. They are not putting up much of a fight. Tell you what. Let me just completely explore this room, because I think it's tiny, and then I will go through that door. Gauntlet in chat is suggesting that every locked door from now on is going to require that I go out and do another mission. Thanks for jinxing that. You always will cast death. Slightly hurt. A little bit more than slightly hurt. Jinx. Just me, is my health coming back really slow? Something feels particularly slow. Oh, that's right. It's just that you have to wait a bit and then it suddenly goes, yeah. It has, like, phases. There's, like, a very, very slow phase, and then a kind of slow phase, and then a fast phase. There we go. We're into the fast phase. Why is the corpse flashing? Is that the beginning of a blue joke? You always will cast death. I got, as a prize, silk leggings? Oh boy! I want to pick up leggings off a mummy and just put them on my body. I can see no reason not to do that. AC4 versus AC3. Heck yes! Look at these. They've been cured by being brined in the juices of death. Leather jerkin I can't wear. Silk sleeves. Where are sleeves? Padded sleeves. I will wear only silk because they're better armor than padding. Everybody knows that when you want to armor your body, I'm just going to try that again. Everybody knows that when you want to armor your body well, you wear silk. Where am I now? I feel like I've gone outside the realms of everything. No? Okay, I'm just here. In the infinite hallway. In the crypt mummy hallway. Always a cast death. That's enough health. Victory! Keep forgetting to check this. A fine steel greatstaff. That might actually be good, or it might be what I already have. Fine steel greatstaff. Thanks for not telling me the attack. 6 through 22. That's the same as what I already have. I would drop it on the floor, but I know that if I try, I'll never be able to not pick it up. So let me go into a corner where I can drop it and just leave it to stink up the place. And you get to be garbage. And probably you get to be garbage. That'll do. Boy, I love inventory management. It is the best part of any video game. Ooh. Queen's receiving room. Yeah, I have a shipment from UPS for the Queen. I like how there's that locked door over there to, like, the staircase or something, but the Queen's receiving room isn't freaking locked. Okay, specters. I remember specters being extremely annoying, and hey presto, they still are. You always will cast death. Let's get some mana back after that. That's pretty bad. The Queen's received. Well, the Queen. We've only seen the Queen has received a Spectre so far. Or that was the Queen. That's another possibility. Victory! Let me just loot this Spectre corpse. Ooh, what did I find on the corpse of a Spectre? A full flask of mana! Prizes! Becklad is being confused by flashing and says, items on the ground flash. Okay, good to know. I can't actually tell. Weirdly, you have a slightly better view than I do. It's just, you know, one of the consequences of recording in a very awkward way. Queen's play room. Okay, let's go fuck the Queen. I'm completely down with that. I'm here to have sex with a corpse. Hello? Hello? Well, she's into some pretty rough stuff. Oh, hello! Haha! It's her prostitute. What voice should I give to her prostitute? I literally, if you were wondering why there was an awkward silence there, I was sitting here thinking, what voice should I give to her prostitute? Hail, adventurer. Have pity on this poor priest. I have been the captive of these power-hungry fools for too long. I fear the coming of each day more than the last. My spirit has been broken, and I long to end this misery. Pitman Vite in chat suggests that I give Molo's voice as the voice for the prostitute, as if I can do impressions. You move to free the priest from his bonds, but he stops you with a curse. From his bondage, but he stops you with a curse. No, fool. Do not release me from this bondage. It's the only thing that keeps me sane and constricts my body. I ask you to release me from my bonds that constrict my soul. These fools have trifled with powers beyond their understanding, and I have suffered through their tortures and experiments. I no longer have full control of my senses, and do not want to cause anyone else the pain and suffering that I have endured. I fear if I was released that I would not be able to control myself. You must destroy Kurtz the Dwarf and his future bride Fatima the Noir has promised to make Fatima his queen when he gains the mastery of the dark art. Every day his power increases, and Fatima has taken to calling herself Queen Fatima de Noir. She is an evil woman with a dark soul. She has been responsible for most of the pain and sorrow I have experienced here. Take the keyring that you see hanging here. You see how she tortures me by hanging it just outside the reach of my shackled hands. Well, just a second ago, you didn't want us to unshackle you. You wanted us to unshackle you from the mortal plane. Be careful with Fatima. Her appearance is deceiving. She is quite beautiful. Well, I mean, I as the character with the most balloon-like breasts in the game, I doubt that she can possibly compete with me. But she is a master of forces that you do not understand. She is from a long line of Shadow Knights and is quite powerful as a warrior and spellcaster. Just to be clear, what I said is I don't do impressions. I don't do impressions. Destroy her and my suffering will end. Couldn't I just kill you? That would be, like, real quick. I've got a staff here. I could just, like, crush your skull. It would be, like, so fast. Just one click, bam, and all dark. Whatever. Many have passed this way, but none have returned, and here I remain. I can only assume that they were overcome by Fatima and Dunor. I once again entrust my hope in the hands of another. I wish you success. So basically, his role in existence is to sit here and watch people try to do the quest I'm about to do, and fail. Good. 10 out of 10. So glad to have you on the team. So this suggests, like, maybe not final boss, but final boss-ish, because this is the person trying to unlock the Dark Heart, right? Queen's Chambers. Dun. You hear Fatima chuckling softly as you open the door. So just immediate attack, no conversation, huh? Okay, that's fine. You don't have to be a conversationalist. Fatima de Kadritz. Okay. So far, not ideal. So far, I kind of feel like I need to go over here and go over there and go like that and go like that and go like that and get that protection against elements on, because I am being burn-toed pretty burn. I'm trying to make a pun about attitude. Anyway. Good. I love when spells fail. Thank you. I forget what white skull means. Oh, I can click on that. Fatima the Kadritz, level 13, slashing damage 9 through 13. Looks like quite a gamble, which I guess means maybe, maybe not. Kind of hard to say. It's maybe about time for me to get some health potions down here. Full vial of health, I think, isn't actually that much, but it should be enough to sort of push me over the the edge here. I actually maybe should just focus on mana. I've got a bunch of mana garbage that I never use. Boy, I love this interface. What I want to do is click through everything, looking for the one item I actually give a crap about, and then drag it down to here, and then close this interface and click it again, just to use the damned thing. Best item interface ever! Well, you know, good on them. I'm actually doing that. Like, I'm applying some thought to this battle. I'm applying a non-zero amount of thought to this battle. I'm gonna win, but I'm applying a non-zero amount of thought, so that's applause. I like how her death wail is on top of the victory sound, so you literally could never hear them both at the same time. Also, we broke her back. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. We're pretty brutal. We just snapped her spine in two. That is not how humans bend. We can tell she's a magic user because she's stored quite a lot of mana in her tits, but then we snapped her spine. She's pretty dead. As Fatima falls before you, you hear an anguishing wail from the mad priest. Oh yeah, okay, over there. Yeah, that mad priest. His suffering is now over. His soul was linked to her boobs. You shudder at the thought of the evil that he has endured. Ugh, shudder. Don't actually give a shit. You find a key to lower Befallen in Fatima's quarters. Now to find the villain, Kurtz de Noir, and put a stop to this evil. So, is that the same quest, or is that gonna be the final quest? That's the final quest! The final showdown! The final conflict! I feel like they just needed a little bit more words about why I care about the Dark Heart at all. Like, I understand it's this big evil thing, and if they get the power of it, then that will make them all powerful, and they're using it to revive the dead, and that's probably bad, but I still, like, you haven't quite pointed out why I'm involved in the first place. It's a pretty common RPG issue that the main character just sort of shows up, and, well, I'm an adventurer, so I'll do things. But, yeah, really feeling like I don't know why I'm here or why I'm doing any of this. Anyway, we've got a long walk ahead of us, so I'm going to let my mana restore on that walk. They don't even have the Dark Heart. You have it, says Speclad. I have the Dark Heart Arc. I forget whether that's the Dark Heart or... I don't know. I don't know. No description. What I'm unclear on is whether the Dark Heart Arc contains the Dark Heart, but I'm sure earlier plot told us, and I just don't remember. Okay, so where was that locked door? There, that one. Let's go there. So, as I recall, and I might be recalling this incorrectly, we found the Dark Heart, like, box, and found that it's empty, which, you know, is suspicious. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The quest description literally says not one thing about what the quest is. It's just the final showdown, the final conflict. So there's going to be some kind of showdown / conflict? You couldn't be bothered to write Kurtz de Noir again? Okay. Damn right. before I actually pass through the door, I think I need to wait for my Mata to come back and get the armor on and blah 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 blah. So let's do a lot of waiting. In fact, so much waiting that I'll be right back. What sort of a lazy streamer just walks away, doesn't even like go to away mode in the stream or anything, just sort of leaves. So unprofessional. That'll do. Okay, let's go to the Lower Befallen and prepare for the final showdown. I use the key provided by Fatima. Is provided really the right verb here? I kind of murdered her. I used the key I took off of her dead, writhing body. So nice of her to provide that key to me. Okay, just a regular specter so far. He always will cast death. Let's let my stuff come back. Large shield, totally useless. Victory! Okay. I just feel like I'm overweight. Yep. This game is hell. Let's just drop whatever. I mean, I'm at the end of the game. I'm obviously not going to sell this crap, so whatever it takes to get me back up to fighting weight. That'll do. That'll do. Now let's carefully walk in a direction that doesn't make me pick it up again. I hope it's not far. I wanted to just be like, oh, well, it's not far, okay. I didn't even get time to say how I didn't want it to be far completely before it demonstrated how not far it was going to be. You feel a rush of damp, musty air rising from the steps before... Oh, never mind, this is just the staircase, isn't it? I was so excited. I thought it was just going to be the final battle chamber, but instead there's going to be another freaking area. Game. Map, please. Game. No. Oh, there's gonna be so much more game left in this game. There's also the expansion. Which I don't even know how to, like, activate the expansion. I did install it, I promise you. Maybe there'll just be a hallway and a boss room. Or maybe there'll be all sorts of garbage. You always will cast death. Barely even hurt me. Victory! Is that a thing? No. Just set dressing. I complain when there's no set dressing, and I complain when there is set dressing. You always will cast death. Yeah, it overwrote West Common Land, so I'll go there when I can't figure out where the hell else to go. I'm gonna let my health come back a little bit after that. Just enough health damage to care. Oh, by the way, this mark that I was very concerned about, that is part of the game. That's not on the screen. It just has a weird, like, shape there. I don't know why. It looks a bit stupid. Victory! I hope this isn't too complicated. Can it just be, like, a couple hallways? And no. There's branches, and there's garbage, and there's... I just want to... I mean, I'm not hating this game, but I'm not enjoying it so much that I want it to go on and on and on. You always will cast death. Victory! What was that? The whole game just, like, jerked to a stop for a second. That's not promising. So there's just only revenants down here, huh? That's pretty good for me, because they're not actually a threat at all. You always will cast death. What? Random earth elemental? Where's your lich? And why do you hurt so much? Earth elemental shouldn't hurt that much. Where's your lich? What was that? I mean, I've only seen elementals with liches. I guess they could just wander about on their own. I don't know. That's the question. Is it a wild earth elemental, or is it a tamed earth elemental that's maybe gone feral? Getting back that mana. Always wait for the mana. This game would be faster if I didn't use the most efficient strategy that involves standing around waiting for your mana to come back. There we go, victory. Oh, it's just revenants. It's just you always look as to have. Victory! In the hunt for a man named Kurtz, you will only find revenants. With a dramatic roll to R. Why do I do that? I found this phrase somewhere. I don't remember. I have no clue who originated it, but that any affectation you put on like sarcastically or just for a joke or something. If you do that often enough, it will become an honest part of your character, and I have a deep fear that rolling R's at the beginning of words as an affectation is becoming an honest part of my character. He always will cast death. Does Russian have rolled R's? I have no clue. It certainly has tapped R's, but I didn't know if it had rolled R's. I think of rolled R's as a almost uniquely Spanish thing. But I could be 1000% wrong. Also, I got a level there, so that's pretty good, but I'm still gonna wait for my mana and stuff to come back. Mana, mana, mana! Ow. That's like the highest I can go. My voice range. You don't know whether your own language has rolled R's. What? Victory! Ah, Anorak in chat suggests that maybe Kurtz is the Lich who summoned those elementals. Which, I mean, it's ridiculous that I'm going, oh, an elemental, there must be a lich, because that's not how these things usually work in these sort of game mythologies, but whatever, he always will cast death. Just endless specters. I still do have, like, the Spectre Be Gone on, right? Victory, that Spectre Be Gone does seem to do literally nothing. I mean, am I still I'm wearing it. There it is! Spectre Amulet. Is it a Spectre Attracting Amulet? Did we get it completely wrong? Or was, Franx de Blue? But what was his... I have no clue what any of this... Whoever we bought it off of, I think defrauded us, is all I'm trying to say. Oh, that's right. I was thinking of, the other one that I can't remember, the drunken dwarf, but he just led us to Samkin. He just redirected us to the actual person. This is a promising hallway. I like long hallways because usually there's bosses at the end of them. Sometimes they're just random revenants. He always will cast death. Grubs de Pow! How did I not remember that? Answer, because it's too stupid to stay in my memory. Hortlejohns, that's right. Yeah, Hortlejohns is who I was talking about. Grubs de Pow was the dark elf. Grubs de Pow. I mean, Hortlejohns, I remember Hortlejohns was the winner of stupidest name in the game, and then we met Grubs de Pow. Oh, is that so unsingable? I don't really remember it saying that, but I'm happy to just wear it for effect. Victory! Will this be the final door? The final quest? The final destination? The final Grubs de Pow Hortlejohns? No, he always will cast death. Victory. Well, we're at 24 minutes, so I'm going to end the episode here, but I might not. So if you're watching the video and the next episode starts immediately, then there's less than 15 minutes until the finale of the pre-expansion EverQuest for Pocket PC. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, join us on Discord at yawweasel.com/Discord. Cheers from Yawweasel. Hortal Grubs. Hortal Grubs OTP. Hello, this is Yawweasel. Welcome to what must be the finale of the normal pre-expansion gameplay of EverQuest for Pocket PC. I mean, it better be. How can there be more than 24 minutes left of this this amazing game? Watch him be right behind this door, which I just can't seem to get to the icon. Open! I'm after you, Kurtz. I'm after you, random air elemental. Luckily, I've got an air elemental to fight this air elemental. Air elementals are also apparently completely silent. Who knew? As I'm fighting elementals, I'm going to go ahead and resist some elements. Not sure whether I've actually fought an air elemental, so I'll leave this in, just in case I haven't. I feel like I haven't, because I think I would have remembered, but I don't know. And I'm also fighting a revenant, except he's just attacking my pet, so great. Oh, yeah. And Speculad in chat reminded me that I gained a level and just ignored it. I was so busy worrying about whether I was done with the game that I literally just ignored the fact that I gained a level. Okay, I'm level 12 now. What can I improve? 14. I'm gonna beat the game with, like, most of this still to go. Great. I'm actually not going to improve Earth Elemental because he's just too invisible. Oh, that's maxed. Okay, that's also maxed, and that's also maxed. Not a lot of options left, to be honest. I can't do those. So I can only upgrade crap I don't care about. Let's just not then. So glad I went to the menu for that. Yawweasel cast death. The Earth Elemental should be visible against this background, yes. But remember, I'm just about to go into the expansion, so other backgrounds are available. Waiting on... Well, great. I was about to say waiting on mana, and now it's going to take way longer to wait on that mana. Waiting on mana, waiting on mana. Waiting on mana. I'll bet you're not aware, because it's a very much an Americanism. People talk about doing the 3 R's in elementary school, which are reading, writing, and arithmetic. Literally one of which starts with an R. Victory. I think I'm overweight, right? Nah, only a little bit. Not importantly overweight. The thing is, I'm gonna end up picking up all this garbage regardless, because it's so impossible to, like, avoid where the enemies were. I wonder if in this area, if you just followed the right wall, you would have been right to the boss. Like, if it's following from that previous hint. You always look at death. Why a second crypt mummy has joined the melee? I could not find that word. Victory! Stuff. Good, a large shield. I wanted something heavy. Heavy that I can't use. And essentially can't sell because we're at the end of the game. And it's garbage. Thank you, goodbye. Oh, am I like double mummy cursed? Double rabies? Good. Fabulous. Double rabies all the way across the sky! I have no memory of how this parody song of that video went. And double rabies is gone. I should maybe not be walking around when I'm hurt this much, but it was just the rabies. Okay, it's a Spectre, not the final boss. Kinda glad about that, to be honest. He always will cast death. No! No! He killed my friend and I'm apparently not attacking him? Good. I should pay more attention. Oh good, my health is perfect and my mana is, like, 0. But at least I don't have double rabies. Again. Isn't this the most exciting part of the game? Just waiting for mana to come back because I'm too much of a loser to do this any other way. Victory! Let me guess, some heavy crap. The Staff of Seamus? The infamous Staff of Seamus, the one and only. Weighs 7. 15 to 25? I will have the Staff of Seamus! Am I supposed to know who Seamus is? I'm unclear. I will drop these garbage fine steel staves. Not only do I have the Staff of Seamus, but I'm one of the 4 people alive who know how to pronounce that name. 4 people alive plus the entire population of Ireland. just to be clear here. I think it's an Irish name. Wow, really? This is how you're adding drama? You just have like the same skeleton sprite over and over again? 10 out of 10. Hey buddy, I'm assuming you're the final boss. Or maybe he's like the court jester or something. I'm not going to talk to you until I've got my health up. I get the feeling that maybe you're like the pre-final boss, someone to talk to, who maybe, I don't know, like gives me the opportunity to escape while I still can, and then through this door is the final boss. Something about the sheer laziness of just putting the same skeleton sprite like 10 times next to each other to go, oh, you've really reached the dangerous place now. Like, the area design isn't terrible in this game. It's not great, but Speclad doesn't think this game is sophisticated enough to support talking to bosses. I seem to recall doing exactly that earlier. Talking to someone who then became an enemy. I'm like almost positive that's already happened. Come on. Okay, talk to me, jerkface.
Approach, adventurer, and give me your name. My master, Kurtztenlaw, awaits you.
That is a hard voice switch. That one's tricky.
Awaits your introduction. He has sensed your approach and is anxious to make your acquaintance. He never tires of the futile efforts of you so-called heroes. He is a truly great necromancer who will triumph over all your attempts to stop him. Let's see. Let's count the skeletons.
What? Okay, I get it. Like, I get it, fine. Those are the skeletons of the heroes who made the attempt. They're all identical and in exactly the same position. Like, you've slightly ruined the drama. It looks more like you went to a skeleton factory.
I believe you are the 12th hero to make the attempt. 10, 11, 12. No, I was mistaken. You are the unlucky 13th. How unfortunate for you.
We're almost done, Bit. This is not even that long in the grand scheme of things.
My master has instructed me to give each adventurer a key to his throne room.
Then why even lock it? If you're gonna stand outside the throne room and give a key to everyone, then why lock it in the first place? Just let him come in.
He wants you to be fully ready for the upcoming battle. He enjoys the challenge of a good fight and wants no excuses about not being prepared. Enter the throne room only when you are ready.
I called that.
As his herald, I have the joy of announcing your doom. Prepare yourself to meet whatever deity you think is out there.
In a fluid motion, the herald swings open the massive doors, protecting De Noir's chambers. But you said you gave me a key. But you said you gave... Why did you... Is this... Do I go through the chambers to the throne room? What? Because it was the keys to the throne room, and he just opened the doors to the chambers. What? So his chambers are unlocked, but the throne room isn't? What? As he shuts the door, he turns to you and says, "Whenever you are ready." What? 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 Okay, I'm gonna reinterpret what just happened. I think he opened the... Okay, so I think this is the throne room down there. I think he opened the door to, like, the bed chambers, and that was just to tell Kurtz, hey, some jerk is here to try and kill you. Wake up, lazy. Go kill this jerk. That's my interpretation of that very confusing sequence of events. Let's not, do the, oh, am I actually ready for the final boss? The stench of death fills the air as you see Kurtz de Noir for the first time. Okay, he's immediately hurt me quite a bit. But I like his hurt sound. Is that okay, that skeleton, yeah, let's get rid of his little friends first, because they will be damaging me while he's damaging me, and I don't really need that all going on at the same time desperately. I'm going to go ahead and put on that protection, and then I'm going to get a mana potion, maybe a better mana potion, into the correct slot, assuming I have any. Half flask of mana, that'll do. What are these? Full flask of mana, that'll do even better. I mean, it is the final boss, I may as well. Let's use the full flask of mana. Get my mana back extremely slowly. Make sure I keep myself in good physical health. I like how a full flask of mana does not refill me to full. It's just a mystery amount. What is this icon? Kurtz de Noir, level 6. I love how enemies have levels. Blunt damage 11 through 16. What do you want your tombstone to say? Yeah, he's the final boss. He's difficult. So this is like his face, and this is the difficulty icon. It's very strange. I get the feeling I'm going to win this battle. I don't want to get too, too braggadocious, but I feel like we're going to win right now. This is not feeling like a battle for me to be losing. I think we're going to do just fine. I really wish that made a sound. I have no clue whether I have successfully used a potion. Well, this is exciting. Doop-a-doop-doo, final battle. Doop-a-doop-doo, final battle. I'm not even gonna bother putting on the healing again, because he's dead. What a challenge. You drop to the floor in exhaustion. Are you sure about that game? You seem to be asserting that, but I'm unconvinced. The final battle was something for the bards to immortalize in their songs, but there were no witnesses to the drama except for the air elemental, who you do not give a shit about. And also the herald, whose whole job is to witness it. You wonder if anyone will believe your story when you return to Freeport. Will they understand the evil that was so close to destroying their city? And what about Neriak? Do you even remember what Neriak is? Do you give a shit? You shake your head and realize that fame was not what you were seeking, and it has been a glorious adventure. You retrieve the Darkheart staff from Denoir's still warm grasp. Tonight, for the first time in ages, you would rest quietly and soundly at one of the fine inns in Freeport. What, am I gonna pawn his staff for a night in an inn? Please at least give me a night in an inn and a whore. Isn't that reward enough? Really? It just that? Didn't even bother to teleport me back. No. Just sort of over then. It just sort of stops. The best games just stop. I feel like I say that at the end of every damned game I play. Why do so many obscure games just stop? Okay, Speclad points out that there's a whole other area I haven't explored here, and I've got plenty of time left in this episode anyway. There's that whole hallway down there, and little corners here and there. I'll bet that's just like a quick escape. Hey there, Harold! How are you doing now that I've killed your boss? You happy with that? That is some lazy game programming. Like, that is some lazy game programming. Wow. Okay. By the way, just don't go in there for now. Everything's fine. I'm still waiting. We just decided to call a truce for a bit. I'm gonna leave. You just hang out here. Bye. Well, is this garbage? Probably. Watching this specter kill me after I just beat the final boss. Because I didn't bother to, like, get my health back. You always look ass death. My joke might actually come true. There it goes. Victory, yeah, it came close to defeating me out of my own stupidity. Well, I think we beat the game. There's another door there, but I don't care. I think we beat the game. I think we beat the game. So next time, maybe the expansion. I'm very confused. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, tell me what you like best on this or any other video on my channel to help me make compilations. Cheers! From Y'all Weasel. Well, if beating the game doesn't call for a break, I don't know what does. I'm just going to give it a second here to get my health and mana back up, and then I'm going to take a break. I don't want to just leave it doing health and mana while I'm away, because some enemy will wander in and murder me. Have I ever cast love? I mean, I've played Mother 3, where the like big spell is supposed to be love, and then I circumvented it and made it stupid. Okay, let's take a break. Be back in a bit.
And I won't be doing silly voices, because silly voices are annoying. Did avalanche.
You see, my fiancé spelled wrong and I were walking through these woods.
No, that's right.
It has two E's, doesn't it?
No, only for female.
Oh, really?
Yep. It has an accent over the first for a female.
Whoa, you just blew my mind.
Now, are they going to lay an egg?
Directly in response to food. Wow, you're getting a lot of food. That's two chickens, man. That's only two Stop! That's too much food! What are you doing? Jeez!
Wow.
That's like a chicken's weight worth of food. You just
I bet there's an egg. I bet there's an egg in the coop.
Oh.
Nothing about that sounds good for. Oh, not one of these.
Wait, for me, we made it and then we were dead.
I
Not
didn't
for
even
me.
move. I did nothing and just you guys walked us right off on that edge. It was great.
Yeah. That's how much we like the thought of this level, you see. Wow. We are awesome at this.
What is wrong with these people?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What even just occurred there?
And democracy falls apart at the last level.
So currently I have no other Let's Plays on the horizon. I don't intend to be a Let's Player. It was just sort of a thing that I wanted, you know, I found out this had a translation, so I just had to. I had to Let's Play it. This planet can't live! Have you tried fighting the aliens? They do not put up a fight. Basically, like, hit them a little bit with a wet towel, and you will win. They suck. So this is gonna really hurt. This is what I do for my craft.
Good timing. I just finished cooking. Want a plate? What's this? I recognize that smug smile. Don't tell me. You made lobster thermidor au crevettes with a Monet sauce. You think I'd make something that fancy?
Oh god.
However, should be back soon too. Now there's someone. Now there's someone who works hard.
Oink 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 oinka oink. Yeah, that is a very particular musical fanfare. I had to check whether the rhythm made sense. We're gonna run across the street and shoot the gun a lot at bad guys. We're also bad guys.
Hey, Buster, wait up!
I'm not waiting for you, slowpoke. Are you seriously waiting across the street for... what are you waiting for? The walk signal? Come on, we're criminals. You can jaywalk, you jackass. Jeez.
Ow.
And then immediately die.
Why are we so bad?
Wow.
Why
Okay,
are we
good.
so bad?
Yeah, so it does seem to have a bit of a timer on it. It's how competent can we be?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
So we're a lemming.
Wow.
I'd just like to point that out.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Well, they were all going down there,
That's
and we were
excellent.
this close to the.
that cost us a life
Wow.
for no reason.
Just in case she's a love interest, I will name her... Henry. There we go. His name... If I named her Henry, his name is Susan. Perfect. Another one. His name is Jahorse. Jahorse. Yeah.
But it was not Adavish who stole Tanya from me.
Well, that was me.
My took my child away.
Yeah, I did
I
that.
show you any mercy.
We could, you know, I just want to say there are other ways that you could attain a child that I might be helpful for, just as a totally out there suggestion. Great, I see you saved 10 stubs. Take my tank. You sure look happy. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh, it only drives in the desert. That's weird. We have a tank, guys. Can I point out the fact that we have a tank? We have a tank. This is a tank. It is a tank. Let's go blow up a giant robot with a tank. Wasps. Electro wasps. The electro wasps. Die, electro wasp. Okay, I need to get away from that situation. Die. Okay, I am ready for ostrich. As ready as I'll ever be. I hate this. Sorry, mate. You're coming with us. Take this. Yeah, there you go. Ow! Dude. It's just not a photo moment. There's one pixel. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Oh, for the love... No, stop! Every 5 minutes with this ass. Just go away. Stop taking pictures of me and go away. Here, have an empty plate. Here is your feast. It is an empty plate. I hope you enjoy eating metal. This food looks like an empty metal plate, but smells like an empty metal plate. You pay the welcome woman for your meal. Be welcome, and may you enjoy your empty metal plate. Plate. You enjoy your plate. It was very plate, even if it was just a plate. Okay? No, it's not doing anything. What do you want from me, game? Maybe I'll just leave him alone. Bye! I don't actually care to kill you. Okay. I'm slowly doing good things this way. Well, I killed him and myself. Does that count? I got my life back, so technically I'm maybe kinda okay. That was not exactly well done, to say the least. We're doing really well. Next time.
Until then, thanks for watching, viewer. Leave a like and subscribe, please.
Stop it! That's not my outro! If you're gonna steal my outro, at least give my outro!
From Yahoo!
Okay, you may enter. Dang it, I was hoping to finish... Oops, that was the wrong button. I was hoping to finish my Mars bar exactly at the right time, but I failed. And now I've rolled over my cord. There we go. Having something chewy in my mouth with a funny joke while I was just standing there. But now I'm not just standing here anymore. I'm actually playing a game. Whoa there! So, you got yourself caught in some tubes, eh? Is this the one reserved for me? Can I get in? No problem here. Nope. No problem at all here. Nothing wrong with this scene. The authors of Earthbound thought this was all just normal. This is how things are supposed to look. Don't do that. Fred versus Crispin. Fred was a person. Crispin was an insane child with like flayed creepy lips. Crispin was also this other child, apparently. Crispin had his head beaten in and was therefore not really capable of advanced thought. Fred gave Crispin Waterloo-O, the breakfast cereal stroke board game for insane people. They played Waterloo-O together, but Crispin just ate the pieces. Fred was concerned. The pieces, in spite of being breakfast cereal, were not to be eaten. And so Fred also went insane for some reason. Okay, there seems to be a big gap between here and here, but whatever. Watch me flip this shop sign with my mind! Flip, 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 flippy powers! Okay, that's actually just a dead end. I was expecting... Whoa! Whoa! Feeling a little bit constrained in here. You look like you're sort of hunched over at an awkward angle because you're in this tiny cave system and you're an enormous dragon. Are we at an advantage for that reason? Boney. Wow, that was slightly unnecessarily violent. What the hell? Did you just punch the fire? That's pretty dramatic. Wow, he is angry. Beating up a fire is a really angry thing to do. Tony, stop beating up the fire. It's weird. I'm not sure what to say. Please try to pull yourself together and maybe the fire too. Holy Jesus Christ. He's just beating people with a slightly burnt stick. He's gonna murder the whole village at this rate. Boney, what are you doing? You know what, omelets are watching you kill all your non-friends. This guy's got a much bigger stick. Yeah, there we go. That's why he's been carrying around a 2x4, because he just wanted to hit Boney with it, but didn't have an excuse. Well, now Boney and Love are both dead. The end!
That for which I am destined awaits me.
The Destiny spell. Oh, is it actually Toby? Oh no!
Sacrifice of life for love.
I thought it was gonna be me.
Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Oh my god! No! Return of Yahweasel. Let's load back in again. It is humming, hopefully, so it usually hums until it gets some sound, and it just got some sound. That's actually why I quit the game, yeah. Just to make sure that it would get some sound again. Hello, this is Yahweasel. Welcome to the post-finale of EverQuest for Pocket PC. We have installed the expansion, I hope. So I'm going to make a solid attempt at figuring out where the expansion content is. They weren't quite kind enough to just frickin' tell me. But, you know. So, this expansion, I'm going to mention, archive.org suggests that it was available for free, like you could just download it from the website. And, of course, now it's a little bit harder to find, because it is quite a few years on. But, SpecLad, as usual, very good archivist, went and found it for me. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much and forgetting what I wanted to do. There we go, town portal, that's what I wanted to do. Actually, you know what? To hell with this. So the expansion literally was just like, copy these files over your existing files. And the one area that it modified was the West Common Lands, so that it modified rather than just adding. Oh, come on! Don't make me walk out after the final boss, you bastard game! Okay, let's go. Zzz. You have definitely found things I could not. Yeah, there's no quick escape through there. I love the fact he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Did I kill the what was his name? the guy, that guy. Did I? He's gone. Okay, that's. Really, he was quick on the uptake there. Well, boss is dead. Guess I better go cash in. I could death warp out. I'm not willing to do that intentionally. What? Was this not right? No, it wasn't right. But it was close to right. Another just random wandering air elemental. I love that the air elementals are completely silent. Well, time to walk out of this hellhole. Oh, I've just found like an alternate hallway into here. Well, that's fine, I guess. The revenants aren't silent. I'm slightly angry that it's making me walk out of here, and I'm betting that even when I get back onto the first floor, I won't be out yet. Like, I won't be able to port out yet. It'll be like, no, you have to actually get out of this place entirely. I have no memory of which way I went to get in here. Probably I came from there, but let me just quickly check whether there's just an immediate door here. Nope, that's new places. Okay, to hell with it. I don't care about new places. I don't care about that door. I don't want any new places. I slightly hate to do this, but I was just gonna teleport out of here, so... That is, I slightly hate to not explore properly. Oh my god, the Dark Heart Staff is an actual weapon. Blunt damage 15 to 35. Okay. And like plus everything. Outstanding. It seems fine. I'll just use it as a like beaten stick. I can see no way that could go wrong. This door leads to the other side. I kind of figured that much, Specklad. I mean, that does suggest that if I had followed the right wall, I would have gotten there much faster. Can I port out yet? Can I port out from this floor? Hey, I can port out from the top floor, just not from the bottom floor. Okay, I'm in West Common Lands. So, West Common Lands was the only map that it actually replaced. It added new maps, but it only replaced West Common Lands. So, after dealing with the usual garbage... Wow, I gained the Staff of Seamus in that, in there, and then almost immediately gained a new staff. That's equivalent but better in every way. Great. Oh, I can't use those. It looks like I could sell the Dark Heart Staff, yes. That doesn't look grayed out. I think I could sell the Dark Heart Staff if I wanted to. Yeah, that looks the same as anything else. Like that, come on, that's like the main thing in the game. You shouldn't be able to sell the Dark Heart Staff. I'm not going to. Because ultimately it doesn't actually matter. Like, it doesn't do anything for you. But, pretty weird. I can't sell the Dark Heart Arc. But I can sell the Dark Heart Staff for some idiot reason. I can't sell the Dark Heart box, but I can sell the actual Dark Heart. Somebody should have thought a little bit harder when they made the what you can sell and what you can't part of this game. I would not like my Staff of Seamus back. I would like a West Common Lands portal. Thank you very much. Okay, I have no idea where the West Common Lands has changed. Will this give me a clue? I assume there's just going to be another exit somewhere. I don't really see one. What was the point of the arc? I have no clue, Specklad. I have no clue. It was just a plot item. 1 second, I'm gonna check whether, check to make sure I'm correct about it being the West Common Lands that changed. Yep, definitely West Common Lands. Yep. I mean, it's not... Okay, so it's impossible that it would have been like... Well, you've already explored this area and that's what you saw, so, like, it's not gonna remember what it used to look like. That looks like it could be an exit, and it wasn't an exit before. Yeah, that looks like it kind of gets all the way to the wall there. Let's try let's try that corner, the southwest corner. Let's go. Zzz. After making sure we Exterminate the grizzly the grizzly pear population. Watch the expansion just be a new area, like no new quests, no anything to actually do. Just sort of, here's another place you can explore, I guess. You've extracted all the map spec, lad. Surely you know where I need to go. Oh yeah, this is different, isn't it? Or am I not where I think I am? No, this feels different. Except not. In no way. In no way does it feel different. It's not different. In what way is this particular broken washing machine broken? Van Whitman. I guess it could be a new person, actually. It's not necessarily a new exit. There could just be somebody else around that is now available and gives quests. Just a little nook here? Okay. I like how Speclad, through his extracting game files, has played the entire game sort of in the world of imagination, and thus is ahead of me in spite of not having actually played any of the game. I mean, it was a free expansion, so it wouldn't surprise me very much if that's the case. I think it only added one area, maybe two. Not a lot of files. Like, there's not much to it. Hello, hello! There definitely was not a path this way. Or possibly there was. But I haven't been here. It's place. Which way did I come from? That looks... Okay, I came from the southeast. That makes sense. So I am now in Kithakor Woods. I don't have any reason to be here, but it exists. So here we are in Kithakor Woods. Just realized following the left wall in the woods doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. It's not like I have any better route to take. I was about to say, are there enemies in these woods? Skeleton infantry? Did it add new enemies too? I don't remember skeleton infantry. Skeleton infantry doesn't seem like much of a threat. It's unclear whether you're meant to do the expansion after you finish the main game, like I'm doing, or just sort of whenever. Just throwing that out there, just to explain maybe why the skeleton infantry is so easy, since I have beaten the game. Ah, yes, another basically completely black woods. I didn't want to see anything anyway. There's a very slightly visible path here. There's a very visible decayed trooper. Look at all these new enemies that are identical to old enemies that we're finding. I like how they're... Decayed Trooper is weird because you've missed, like, in that description, you've missed really the critical thing about it, which is that he's dead. I mean, is he just a living trooper who doesn't keep very good care of himself? Is he decayed in that sense? Because he appears to be a zombie, but maybe he just really doesn't bathe. Speclad in chat thinks I should know that I missed some NPCs at the start. At the start as in the opening of this area, or the start as in, like, the start area of the game? Okay, so, like... Oh, it kind of looks like there's a little bit of a nook over there, so I might have just... By just having such a strong bias to go left, I immediately ignored whatever the important thing was. Wander in, immediately go left, everybody happens to be standing immediately to the right, I miss them all. I recognize that bush, it's the one floating in space. Oh, hello. Look at that. You've like set up a nice building here. Beware the undead. Wow, I'm really glad I came back to have that conversation. That was super helpful, and this is a shop. Do you at least sell, like, come back here potions? No. So glad I took the time. Thanks, Speclad, for making me double back and talk to these idiots. Is this a rock or a person? It's a person. An ancient temple has the end. I can't read crap English. The ancient temple has awakened. Beware. Was this part of the game not translated? Okay, everywhere else in the game, they've put, like, things in quotes so you can tell when people are talking or not, and it's only, like, very brief phrases where they're not. I guess this is brief enough that it could fall under that. And B, why is the English shit? Like, this game has had issues, but it hasn't had that issue. The English has been fine. So, were you going to tell me where the ancient temple might be, or just sort of an ancient temple, it do awaken, it set up us the bomb kind of chatter? I think it's the latter. I'm like going after an enemy who's not coming after me. I'm just vindictive like that. Vindictive is the word I was looking for. Vindictive. Vindicative, if you don't know how to pronounce words, but know how to pronounce indict. I just say words sometimes. I don't freaking know. This area is as boring as all the others. No, I don't actually want to quit. Hey there, you. Get back here. I want to see what fancy new crater rattlesnake. So everywhere else they thought of clever names, and with the rattlesnake they're just like, I don't know, it's like a better rattlesnake. Better isn't a fancy enough word. Okay, greater rattlesnake. There we go. Good enough for me. Print it, ship it. Like, sometimes, so expansions are weird. In some games, the expansion is actually more, like, polished than the main game, because what tends to be in the expansion is the stuff that couldn't make it to the main game, and thus they just had more time to sort of polish it. And in other cases, it's more like the cutting room floor. I'm already getting the feeling that we're experiencing the cutting room floor here. Getting back mana, 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 mana. Man, those were some useless NPCs. I really thought they might actually say something. I mean, no fault of yours, Becklad, obviously. You're absolutely right that I should have gone back and talked to them, but I was really thinking somebody might say anything. Evil spirit, do awaken at us! Go! Kill of evil spirit! Fast! Is a greater rattlesnake rattlier? We may never know. Boy, I love waiting for my mana to come back. It is so good. Oh boy, a new species of bear for me to drive into extinct. Oh, no, it's not. It's just another Kodiak. Well, so long as we're... Well, wait, no, it is. It is, actually, because we've only seen young Kodiaks. So this is the first adult Kodiak that we are killing to drive the species to extinction. Good. I've already killed all your kids. They were wandering out in the West Common Lands. I feel it's only appropriate that you're next. I leave the first battle in with every enemy, just in case they are in some way interesting. Don't know why I do it. They never are. They never are. And victory? Roar. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to sort of go around the walls of this place. Given that this is wood, I assume that sort of like Nectulos, it's going to connect to the place I actually care about. Hey, are you gonna have actual words to say? I guess I'll just have to stay out here until this mess is all cleaned up. Great. No admittance to Rivervale by order of Deputy Pittin. Great. So what do I do? Do you want to, like, tell me what the mess is? Some NPCs have multiple lines. Not this one, though. Nope, can't get past that fence. Okay. Boy, that would have been a great place for them to put in some plot. If only they'd bothered. Why am I walking this way? I should be following the wall. The wall is where all interesting things happen. Everything worthy is up against the other part of the game. In the great darkness beyond the wall, there is nothing. Only empty space. I can't even see this Kodiak bear, but I'll take your word for it. You always look past death. No! Why would they do that, Specklad? That's probably the transporter person, I would bet. Is the person in the middle of the map right next to a Stonehenge? He's in the middle of nothing. Wow. How annoying. I'm still gonna go around the outside. Doesn't change my behavior at all. I'll get there eventually, Spec Lad. Don't worry about it. He's only the only NPC that actually gives us a quest. The thing is, I'm unclear, so... I'm gonna wait until I cut back in to have this conversation, actually. Victory. So I'm curious, like, am I gonna get actual quests? Because there's a pretty... Like, there's a clear number of quests in this video game, and there's no scroll bar, and there's nothing else, and it's not like it added that when I used the expansion. Oh, battery power low. So, if there's no room for other quests, how are there gonna be other quests? Okay, quick battery change, be right back.
Trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
Oh no, not Toby!
No, Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done.
Oh no! I thought it was gonna be us, and then Dr. Brainhead would fix it and everything would be okay, but it was Toby.
I am again the staff of Erana.
Can we take it? Can we steal it? We're going to.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I?
Well, obviously we didn't explain sacrifice well enough. I don't want to ask her about Toby, that's horrible! Hey, you know your best friend that we just killed? Tell us about him.
He was my best friend in...
No! Stop, Gabe!
I wish you could come and live with us here.
Why are you doing this to me? What? What? How was I supposed to interpret that action? Because I can tell you that how my brain interpreted that action is probably not how Nintendo intended for it to be interpreted. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's not yet night, it's just nightfall. Let's pretend like I didn't come out here and just wait a couple more hours.
He just sees you leave your room and then walk immediately back in.
I leave my room, look directly at him, look suspiciously back and forth, and then walk back into my room. He's like, that seems normal. That's how people behave. So, I have no qualms with that. Dang it, go away, people. Stop.
Doesn't he
hanging
know
out.
that you're a thief too? Or is he one of the ones who doesn't know that you're a thief?
Oh, Sigurd definitely knows I'm a thief. That's why he wouldn't take the challenge.
Yeah. So he sees a thief.
Oh
come
yeah,
out of
right. He sees an established and known thief walk out of a room, look at him, look suspiciously around, and then go back into a room. Hey puppy, I got a runic stick for you.
You're gonna beat the puppy to death?
No, I'm just gonna throw the stick.
Oh, because it's a stick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost midnight. Let's go to sleep. As I was saying, we return. Battery replaced. Everything is fine, except for the video game being played. Battery replaced, everything's good. Just gonna continue sort of exploring the outside and then work my way in. If I don't find anything useful. Which, you know, who knows? just who knows? I was going to say which, you know, seems likely, but I don't know. I have no clue. So, Like, will there even be quests? Will it just be a new area with some idiots in it? Why can't they let me into High Pass Hold? It's a bit creepy out here. That was a female voice this time, just FYI. Passage to High Pass closed due to undead activity. So is this like the new area they've added is just a bunch of places you can't go? That would be quite the thing. You just, it adds a new hub, except that you can't go to any of the places that the hub connects to. You always will cast death. Walton. The land where there's nothing you can do. You're just stuck. Oh, I was about to say, why is my health going down? Oh, right, because the spider poisoned me. Great, so just have even longer to wait. This game is pure entertainment. Definitely not annoyance. Good enough. Victory! I just realized I cut out a battle with an enemy that I have not fought before. I think I've fought many kinds of spiders, but I haven't technically fought, quote, huge spider, end quote. Maybe you should try your offensive magic, suggests Becklad in chat. But I don't have enough slots. I mean, I do. I'll even upgrade it. I'll even upgrade it again, since I had those extra upgrades going. Take this, you decayed trooper jerk. So I'm assuming that's like a, rather than immediate damage, it's like those effects on me. It's a sort of continuing damage thing. The thing is, it doesn't seem important. Getting that health back, getting that mana back. Victory! Am I actually on the edge? I feel like I maybe got lost. Nope, I'm at the edge. It's fine. Everything's great. However, it does kind of look like there's a building here that I can't actually see. Hello! So is this woods a town that's infested by skeleton officers now, as if the, skeleton... What was it? The decay... There was something else that was like a guy. There was just some guy. Anyway, this is an officer among skeletons and or a skeleton of an officer. We'll probably never know because we're just gonna murder him. So glad it gives me the rank, or at least the category of rank of the enemies. So is this like a town? Or just one house with no one here? What? I mean, I guess it's not that surprising that there's no one here, given, you know, death all around you, but boy, I love when I can't cast a freaking spell! Always will cast death. I was actually thinking of the decayed, whatever, some other just title, but yeah, there's the skeleton infantry too. Skeletons live here. Not for long, they don't! Time to restore a lot of health and mana. That seems highly likely. Milk create. I am sitting too far from the screen to properly read your name. Be prepared for a lot of watching me stand and let my mana come back. He says he played this game too, so he knows the torture. My secret, it come out. Getting that mana back. Slowly getting mana back. It's really boring to get mana back. Getting mana back. Victory, eventually. Wow, there's actually... So, like, almost always when there's one of these buildings, there's some NPC near it talking to you. And in this... Or willing to talk to you, anyway. And in this case, there's just, like, a thing. Here's another one. This one made of stone. There's the NPC who was supposed to talk to you. Is this, like, a barn? I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if all the barn animals are dead. What with the skeletons around? Well, here's my reason not to use this spell. It never freaking works. You always look ass death. Victory, to hell with waiting for my frickin' mana to come back. I'm too impatient for it, and these enemies aren't difficult enough. Okay. Well, okay, yes. Words to these effects. I sort of got so distracted by those buildings that I have wandered out into the middle, which goes against my original idea, but oh well, you always look ass death. Is the categorization obscure games and bootlegs actually needed? Because bootlegs are usually pretty obscure. Victory! What? What? I cannot tell what this is trying to tell me. I was like doing a little jig. It's just a random corpse sitting in the middle of the forest. Okay. Hello. They've built a battle arena. And/or Parthenon. What? Is this area just set dressing? Is there anything to do here? Like, download this expansion. We've put all the set dressing we should have put elsewhere in the game into this expansion. You place the bone amulet in the indentation and the... What are you talking about? You mean the amulet I got elsewhere? Okay. I got into here using a bone amulet. Good for me. I found a decayed trooper. You always look as death. Some bootlegs are well known, that's true. I don't know. I the only amulet I have. I don't know. I mean, my amulet isn't bone, right? I only have the one amulet. I don't know. I just don't know, Specklad. I just don't know. Victory. So is this amulet? It's a specter amulet. I don't remember. I remember it was intricately carved and had rubies in it. I don't remember them specifically saying it was made of bone, but What is this place? Why isn't there a quest? Oh, this game was, like, off the rails, then really quite on the rails, and now it's gone fully off the rails again. It's just like, go to this place because it's here and, you know, have some fun and kill some skeletons and use a bone amulet you didn't even collect to open a door you didn't even care about. Always look as death. Once again, let us wait for health and mana. Let us do so in a dramatic voice. Decayed yeah, that makes sense. Once all the stuff is decayed off. Specklad figured it out. The skeleton officer I killed had the bone amulet, and an NPC I missed told me to kill the skeleton officer. So saith the lad of specifications. Basically, all Let's Plays I do are just him vicariously playing through me. But this is nothing! Why did I come in here at all? I feel like I should really go and try and talk to that NPC you told me to kill. This is weird. This is very weird. It's so weird that I can't even finish a sentence correctly. It has destroyed my ability to speak English. But at least there are skeleton infantry. You always will cast death. Victor, what? Victor, what are you fighting? What? Oh, hi, Decayed Trooper. I literally can't see you. You always look cast death. Victory! There we go, that's a better victory. No idea where that guy was, don't really care. It's very weird for these walls to just sort of go up to rocks. So what, okay, here's the thing that's weird about it. Am I supposed to interpret a roof into this equation? Because, like, normally there would be a roof over a building, and sure, this is a decayed building, but, you know, if you imagine it pre-decay, would there have been a roof? Because it kind of ends in a mountain, and you don't usually sort of roof half of a mountain. You always look ass death. Victory! I feel like I'm gonna pull another, you know, maybe end of game, maybe not thing. We're fighting a rotting knight, which seems a little bit different. It looks quite formidable. Resistant to disease, resistant to blunt weapons, which is bad because that's my only weapon. so pretty good. But it said nothing about that particular spell, so goody. Yeah, this guy's actually more of a trouble, more of a nuisance than the final boss. So great. Hey, here's that bone amulet. Oh. Max hit points plus 25, and it replaces the literally does nothing amulet that I had before. Well, hell yeah! I would prefer to have that over the literally no effect, completely pointless amulet I was wearing before. I would rather use mana potions. Let me actually use a quarter flask of mana and use magic to get my health back, rather than using health potions. Why? I don't know. I have no justification for my actions. It's just what I do. Oh, I don't have a friend. Not having a friend is bad. I don't have any friends. You know what? Let's just take some of these vials because it's going to take me forever to get rid of the damned thing. So, yeah, there's a vial. Here's a 3/4 vial. I need enough to bring back my friend and maybe make me be alive. Maybe it's time for me to take one of these health things. This seems to be a difficult enemy I've found. Would have been good for me to buy supplies, but nah. 3/4 flask of health, that should help. Come on, friend. Kill this rotting knight for me. Okay, now I don't have my armor. That's sure to make things better. I can foresee no way of me losing this battle. It's possible that I'm slightly outclassed here. I might be fine. Just he does a lot of damage is all. Watch it go da 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 da, as if I knew why I was killing this guy. Well, it went as in you got a level, so that's a thing. Let's wait for that mana. I feel like I need to go back and talk to that NPC that I missed. Because I'm mighty confused about what the hell I'm doing here. Love waiting for health and mana. Well, while my health and mana come back, I will mention we are once again past 24 minutes, and once again, I don't actually know whether this expansion in this case is going to end very soon or not. So, in case it doesn't, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, tell me what other obscure games you'd like to see me play in the comments below. Until next time, cheers from Y'all Weasel. And let that come back on its own. There we go. Well, okay. I guess I'll just continue. I don't know. I am confused. I am confuddled. Hello, this is Y'all Weasel. This is EverQuest for Pocket PC, the expansion, I forget the name of the expansion, but it's also the name of this map. One second. The Kithikor expansion. There we go. And I clearly missed the NPC who told me why I'm doing any of this, and I think the way they're doing this, even though there's no more quest room, I think the way they're doing this... What? Oh, okay, that's a done quest. I think the way they're doing this is just, it's stuff you can do. It's not a formal quest in that sense. And thank you, Speclad, for reminding me that I can upgrade this stuff. I think it's time to bring back out the fire elemental. Yes, fire. And anything else? Oh, that's right, these are all maxed. Those are all maxed, in fact. Yeah, literally the only other things I can upgrade are garbage. Well, the water elemental is fine. Okay, let's get my now higher level fire elemental. Take that. And then go hunting for this NPC that I definitely missed, because I would really very much like to know what I'm doing here, and as I was just saying, I suspect the only way you know what you're doing here, since there isn't a formal quest, is that there's some guy who just tells you. So I'm gonna have to find some guy who just tells you. Which I guess is gonna have to be somewhere in here and or somewhere I've already gone but I missed. I think at long last it's time for some fast motion, even though this is a new area. Zzz. Skeleton officer. I saw him show up and I was like, oh, is that the guy I'm looking for? No, he's moving. NPCs don't move. Hey there, random guy just like in the middle of freaking nowhere. Some creatures took over my farm. Their leader seems to covet some sort of a amulet he wears. Be careful, I don't like the looks of it. Well, that is how I would learn about the amulet. Does anybody tell me about anything that I give a crap about? No. It's like they have all of the mechanics for there to be a quest here, but instead of making it a quest, they just sort of threw all the stuff in and called it a day. Like they went, well, we only had, 10 quest slots, and we can't be bothered to make any more than that, so you get those 10 quests, and too bad. The expansion doesn't technically get to have any quests in it at all. Okay, let's just go back to where I was. There it is. Which side is the inside? I actually haven't gone down this sort of semi-hallway on the outside of whatever this is. And it's nothing! Should have known. Ah, but that did reveal that there's a door on the opposite side, and I doubt that you can get there otherwise. So I'm guessing that that's sort of the destination, question mark? You can tell my confidence because I put the word question mark in, like, I actually said it in English. I mean, like, what a weird area. I don't know what I was expecting out of the expansion. It's just so weird for a mobile game to have an expansion in the first place. But certainly I was not expecting this. Usually when I finish a game, I do like a my just thoughts on it, and it's gonna be hard to say what my thoughts are once the last experience I had with this game is this piece of crap expansion. Well, at least they've got more interesting props, more interesting skeletons lying around. Why am I here? Like, I have the Dark Heart. Why am I here? Decayed Trooper. You always will cast death. Man, whenever there are two enemies, they beat the crap out of you. Like, any one enemy at a time is totally fine. Two enemies, absolute mess. I guess. I mean, it was a free expansion, so again, what do we expect? So when you said that it added 2 new areas, are you sure, Speklad? Are you referring to the fact that it added, like, it updated the West Commonlands and added 1 area, and that counts as 2 areas, or do you mean it actually added 2 areas? Oh no, yeah, there's Kithakor.zon and Temple.zon, so there's definitely 2 new areas. Of course you do, but I'm probably on my way anyway. Victory! Double victory all the way across the sky. Is this nothing? Is this just garbage? Is this whole area just a ruse? Really? Really? No, where do I go? Video game. Game. Oh dear. Fast motion time. Zzz. What the heck? What the heck? I just walked here and suddenly I'm going to... What? That wasn't an entrance. That was a wall. That wasn't even a wall, like, to a building. It was a wall with another wall, or with just, like you could see the other side of that wall. Was it like the sewer grate? Did I go down a ladder? It didn't look like there was anything there. Okay, well, I guess I've advanced. I'm in here now. Killing a decayed trooper. I've accomplished so much on the surface, I'm glad I'm in Ancient Temple. Well, yet another hellhole to explore. I don't even know what to say. I hope this area is nothing. Because this whole game is nothing. You always will cast death. Victory! Lootery. It's that Dark Heart thing. In case you didn't notice it when it flew by, it, like, improves everything. And I feel like that is really doing good things for me. It's just another sort of maze. Come on, game. You always will cast death. have to wait for that mana. I don't like this amount of mana. I need more mana. Victory! Ka-ching, ka-ching, garbage. Okay, well, we know how to explore new areas. We're gonna follow the left wall and be extremely bored. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess a quest is what I was expecting. At least one quest. Am I going to attack or just sort of stand around? There we go. Y'all will cast... Oh my god, okay. No casting death under these circumstances. Actually, I have 3 enemies to deal with. I'll take care of the skeleton officer. You get the spider, Burno friend. I mean, so this game has only been difficult with bosses and when multiple enemies gang up on me. And to this area's credit, it's doing one of those 2 things. Being making enemies... Actually, it did both already, because that random enemy that seemed boss-like, but maybe wasn't, was extraordinarily tough. So, this area is actually, you know, presenting an interesting challenge. Well, maybe not an interesting challenge, but a challenge, so... A+ for effort? Like, all of the world building in this game has been actually kind of okay. And this area just feels like they threw it in. Possibly because they did. And the world building in this area leaves something to be desired. Hello, you. You always will cast death. Waiting for mana. Always waiting for mana. There was once such a thing as a temple. Woo! Victory! Hello. Main hall. Main hall feels like a weird thing to have on a sign. Because it is like a big hall, and you'd think you would figure it out from looking at it. You always will cast death. Victory, like main hall on a sign telling you how to get to the main hall, of course. Main hall in, like, as a sign in the main hall just to tell you where you are. What? Okay. Is this outside? Why is this all dirt? I'm underground. None of this makes any sense. The ancient temple that was very, very carefully buried but left open. You always will cast death. Victory! I feel like my following the left wall strategy is going to make me unhappy here, because that door down there that was centered is definitely the important door. Now I'm going to wander out in the middle of nowhere, just killing some random enemies when I could have gotten directly to the door that matters. Is my... I think my fire elemental was poisoned. That's hilarious. You always look ass death. Victory! Okay. Tell me your secrets. Chamber of Sacrifice? I love sacrifices! Seems mainly what they've done in this chamber is sacrifice- Oh my god! No! Don't sacrifice me! Sacrifice my elemental! Bye! Okay, that was possibly a slightly mean thing to do to my elemental, but these things happen. These things happen. Well, my elemental's dead, so the others are probably going to be coming after me pretty soon. I don't know how much I trust their pathfinding. Speclad suggests I shut the door, if only that was a thing I was capable of doing. Boob boy, she is too strong for her own good. When she opens a door, she just tears it off her hinges. All doors are female as well. She just tears it off its hinges. It's pretty dramatic. You always look ass death. Pretty dramatic, unlike this fight sequence, for example. Definitely wait for my mana to come back, since I have extra friends just beyond that door. Door. That's how I pronounce words sometimes. The trick to drawing Boob Boy in comic form would be that however you frame it, her breasts are always too big to fit within frame. And that's a tricky thing to do in a comic. Okay, victory against you. There are more friends in here. I should really bring back my my own friend. There should only be 2 of them, so I can hopefully deal with them. Or just one! Just one. Running away! Perfect strategy. Oh, there's the second. There we go. You always will cast double death. All the way across the die. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Victory! Okay, okay. I did done some Good done strategizing there and managed to survive that rather difficult experience. And find another skeleton infantry in a like, closet? You always look ass death. Victory! Perhaps it's time to let my mana come back. I feel like that makes the most sense, Speclad. Like, it's, not designed to have an actual, like, quest or sort of story inbuilt into the game. It's just meant to make you go, oh, this is, you know, I'm proving myself. The thing is, like, the only mention of it on the archive.org version of the website is just, hey, this is a thing you can download. There's, like, no hint of why it exists or what it's supposed to be. Mana. I get the distinctive feeling that all I'm gonna do here is open a bunch of doors, kill a bunch of skeletons, and then leave. You always look ass death. Give me just a moment. I need a very quick break. Very quick. Be right back. Except that we have no clue what noise a T-Rex made.
It makes a Jurassic Park T-Rex
Right.
noise.
I mean, given the sounds birds make, T-Rexes probably go, that's probably the sound T-Rexes make. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's him.
That's a pig sound. I was not. That was completely not the sound I was going for, which is the weirdest part. Like, apparently I don't know. Well, I was just trying to do like a weird duck sound, just like duck plus strangeness.
I mean, to be fair, it is a very weird duck.
That's a very unusual duck. You know, one of those flightless pink ducks. You also overestimated the ownability. No, I didn't. What do you say? I'm sure I didn't overestimate my ability. I am not meeting helplessly to looking at like this of a fair occurrence of. I am... What? I'm just gonna assume he's saying I'm not helpless or something. Ask her about the castle? She has forgotten how to talk. I get so much at the castle, they don't know what they're doing. Literally just needed a bathroom break. Victory! Ka-ching! Can I get into this little hallway, or no? You just sort of are hinting at its existence. Would really rather you didn't. It's just a sequence of challenge rooms. Each one less interesting than the last. He always will cast death. Victory! Starting to get a little bit bored. Oh god, this area is just gonna... Like, it's not gonna be a massively large area, but it's just gonna be like door after door after door after door after door. So it's gonna kind of drag. And it's gonna be full of enemies. You always look cast death. It's another case of Video length versus stream length. Extreme difference. Victory, I grow weary of your games, game. Your mind games. It's like why are there they have skeletons in their closets, and that joke isn't even funny. You always will cast death. Still waiting on that diagram. Victory! I mean, this is this game now. You just go into rooms, and every room has a single enemy in it, and you kill that enemy. Oh, this room has 2 enemies in it. Ooh. You always will cast death. You could actually, like, attack him, thank you. Waiting on that mana, 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 mana. Victory! You bored yet? I've really, I've discovered the secret of this area. The secret is it's just the same thing over and over again. The secret is they didn't put any thought into it. Okay, I guess I've explored that whole sub-hell. Okay, let's move on. I would love to skip things, but if I skipped all the boring parts of this game, it would be one episode. Okay, many hallways to go down, but my commitment to the left wall does not allow me. Is that a tree? We went underground! This is some of those, you know, earth trees that grow underground. Meditation room. Is this an entrance? Oh, it is an entrance, okay. Wow, it's the trees growing underground that are really getting to me right now. I mean, I guess they're dead trees. I guess the whole temple got buried at some point, and the remnants of the trees have, like, fossilized. You always will cast death. Victory! Literally no threat. Rattlesnake down here. Who cares? Wow, so glad I took the time. I am almost at the point. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. If I get to 24 minutes and I'm still convinced that this expansion is garbage, then I'm just not going to finish it. Because this is, hoo boy. Even by the standards of this game, this is pretty lacking. Are you not going to try the door to the meditation room, says Specklad. There wasn't a door? What? I went into the... What are you talking about? There's a door. I should maybe pay attention. The ornate door looks like it requires some sort of ornate key to ornately unlock. Is it a room to go meditate about what a quality video game this is? Okay, so I actually have to be careful here, because these are exactly the kind of inner chambers you miss if you follow the left wall. So, we're gonna deviate from following the left wall in order to probably, I don't know, fight some boring enemies in boring rooms. You always look ass deaf. Just let the game play itself. I don't know whether it says more about you or my other viewers, Specklad, that you are the only one who ever, like, holds out for an entire, stream. I guess Anorak does too, but, you're more talkative. Maybe what I'll do to get more stream viewers, like I have enough body fat that with a good push-up bra I could get a cleavage going. I'd have to shave. Probably not what people are looking for with hair, but then I'll just have that on cam. That'll do it. Victory! Boy, I love killing endless rattlesnakes. This really, I mean, genuinely, this whole area just seems to be a sequence of challenge rooms. Thank you for sticking around, Unsingable. What image, Specklad? You have no clue what image. Okay, yep, another one of these inner chambers that I have to violate my left wall rule for. Technically speaking, because of my left wall rule, I'm also missing this hallway, but I don't care, that's just a hallway. Always look ass death. That was the wrong spell. Oops, there goes all my mana. I feel like mentioning Anorak. If Fedora is tricky to get onto a USB stick, the way you install Debian onto a USB stick is you just do. Like, the Debian installer will just let you select a USB stick, and you just install it there, and it works. It is as little effort as is conceivable for installing a Linux distribution onto a USB stick. I always get confused with Debian because I'll try to use the live CD image, which you can, but it doesn't have any persistent data if you do it that way without a lot of trickery. But you can also literally just install to a USB stick. Victory! Why am I going into the room? I know what's in the room, just an enemy to kill. It's the same damned room over and over again. This whole area is just the same. Have I now, like, come full circle? Yeah, I'm gonna actually get to that door that I ignored. Disk UDF partition, Anorak? I'm gonna warn you against doing that, because Linux's UDF support on disks is shite. It will corrupt itself. Like, it will become garbage. Linux's UDF support, write UDF support, is trash. Well, the door labeled Central Chamber is locked. It seems quite rusted, but apparently not quite rusted enough to bust the lock. Great, thank you. Okay, well, continue following the left wall then. So there's a few locks, or the keys I'm gonna have to find. There's the meditation room key and whatever that room was. This door was opened? Who opened that door? I'm the only one capable of opening doors. Did I just open it? Did I just click in the right place accidentally? You always will cast death. Victory! You can do it. You can do it. Approach the door, thank you. You brush away the moss and unlock the door with the provisions key that you apparently have. I don't know when I got the provisions key, but given that this whole area doesn't have any plot, I guess I got it off of some enemy. Giant spider number 1. Giant spider number 2. You always will cast death. It's also worth mentioning, Anorak, that if what you want is a partition type that is sufficient for a Linux installation, but will also be readable and writable on Windows, then you can actually use NTFS, because NTFS has full, like NTFS 3G has full Unix permissions and ownership support. It's, you know, a kind of, like, it's a option that'll make you sick to your stomach, but yeah. Just getting health and mana back, lest that's not obvious. Victory! More giant spiders. You always look cow's death. What I said was, if the main concern is a file system that is capable of Unix permissions, so you can, like, Unix permissions and ownership so that you can install Linux to it, but is readable on Windows, then disgustingly, the best option right now is NTFS. NTFS has Unix permission, like NTFS 3G has Unix permissions, Unix ownership, and it's all, and Unix file names even, and case sensitivity even, and it's all readable by Windows. Sure wish I wasn't poisoned right now. Sure wish I wasn't poisoned right now. Sure wish I was not single poisoned right now. That is the correct response, Anorak, but once you've used UDF for a while and Linux has corrupted the hell out of it, you might have different opinions. Yeah, I had at some time a beautiful dream of having a format that Windows was compatible with, but wasn't complete trash. And UDF seemed like it was the destined to be the one, but Linux's UDF support for writable UDF is just manure. It's just really bad. Victory! I don't have anything to say, and now I'm gonna walk through another door, and gee, I wonder what we're gonna find. Another enemy? Yeah, that's right, another spider? Great, okay. Oh, and another enemy too, yay! I'm gonna cast death. On my laptop, I have the actual, like, Linux root directory on ext4, but I have the home directory on an NTFS partition, just so that I don't have to be as careful dividing up the space between Windows and Linux. And then I only boot to Linux, making having the Windows installation around totally pointless. Victory! I mean, the most just frustrating thing about this particular exploration task is that there's nothing to do. Like, I don't have any goal in mind. I'm just wandering because I can. Is there not a door here? No, I can see around, but I can't get there. Ah, Speculad suggests I check whether I got a key. Of course, because they're just going to be on random arched enemies. Meditation room key. What a bizarre fetch quest area they've designed for me. Back to the meditation room. I prefer to call it Murder FS, Speculad. The Wikipedia page on Riser is hilarious because it's like software developer, Linux kernel contributor, murderer, known for Riser file system murder. I mean, I realize murder isn't hilarious, but putting it that way is. Is Riser FS still in the kernel? I guess it would have to be. They need to be backwards compatible. But it's certainly not being developed anymore. Butter FS is here to save the day. Okay, meditation room. You unlock the heavy door and force it open. A rotting knight? I've already fought one of them and they were pretty tough, right? Wasn't that the thing I was fighting before? Looks like an even match. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I was fighting an even more rotting knight. What's the other one? A skeleton officer. Let's get rid of the skeleton officer first, because... Okay. Let's get rid of the skeleton officer first, because he's going to be easier, and he's also doing damage, so why not? Let's go ahead and use a full vial of health, which isn't going to do much, but I'm never going to use him otherwise, so I may as well get rid of him. If I get rid of the skeleton officer first, this should be fine. Okie dokie, and on to the rotting knight. Hello. Ring of lesser resistance. That's the best kind of resistance. I like less resistance. Oh, that actually seems pretty good. What are my current rings? Dexterity plus 10, which is actually pretty valuable, and this is the one that's... Oh, Constitution plus 10. This seems less valuable. Let's take off the Dexterity one and put on the Resistance to Everything one. That way, I don't have to remember to cast that spell. Is that how that works? Greater Bone Chips! Why? The bone chips have been pointless. The one place in the game where it suggested maybe you needed bone chips, actually the game did it for you. And yet, greater skeletons drop greater bone chips, which also definitely are useless. Truly amazing game. Truly incredible. That was so amazing that I forgot that I was in here to go casting about for healing potions and such. 3/4? Oh, wow, I'm really low on healing potions, huh? Greater bone chips. We've taken a completely pointless item in this game and made the greater version of it. Okay, this could be a problem. The big problem I'm going to run into is that I'm running low on potions, so if I find another tough enemy, then I'm not going to be able to recover myself in any way. Including that way, which I might not be able to recover myself with anyway. Oh dear. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. Nope, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Get distracted by my elemental, please. Elemental, distract him harder. My elemental is not distracting him. But that gave me time to get some mana back. Yep, really looking low on stuff. Full flask of mana. I don't feel like this is quite the point to use it yet. If he could just miss a bit, that would be super good. If he could just miss, like, a lot. I mean, it said it looked like an even match, and actually that felt kind of like an even match. That felt pretty 50-50 to me. Let's get my health and mana back. Sell the greater bone chips for 2 gold. Bonier and chippier. Chipsier, apparently. Yeah, I was gonna check that after I get my health and mana back. I was just gonna check it on camera rather than off camera. Oh, it's all back. I was too busy fixing my light box. Okay, health and mana back. Make sure I've looted him. Did that yield me one key? It did! Central chamber key. Okay, I said I was going to end at 24 minutes, but given that we've gotten the central chamber key, and that's, you know, suggests it's the central chamber, let's just go long. Let's go a little bit long. If it's a central chamber, then that's fine. It'll just be one big room, probably with one annoying boss that I absolutely can't beat because I have no potions. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fight this enemy. It's gonna beat the ever-living crap out of me. Then I guess I'm gonna buy some potions and come back and beat it. Because there is a merchant that sells full potions, like, just outside. You unlock the door with the central chamber key. The rust breaks away as it slides open. Was it a sliding door? Okay. Are you the boss? No, you're just a skeleton officer. You always will cast death. The rust slid open. Okay, it was that newfangled opening rust. Victory! Great. Like, show me where the game is, game. Another skeleton officer and another skeleton officer, probably. You always will cast death. Ah, skeleton trooper. The only skeleton that's maintained its entire digestive tract. Well, let's wait in some health and mana. I'm gonna get very... The thing is, I have to, because I'm not gonna stream this again next week, am I? So... Victory! What was that? Padded trousers? That'll be great for my incontinence. 3. What even is this that I don't seem to be able to wear? Is that like a tunic? Crypt Lich! Oh, it's the ultimate Lich! Wait, haven't we already fought Crypt Liches? I think we have, haven't we? I don't recall. I don't think so. Looks like an even match. I'm gonna say we haven't. Oh, good! Multiple enemies when one of them is a boss! Thank you! Isn't the Rotting... Oh god, the Rotting Knight is also pretty tough. The Rotting Knight is like the boss thing, so actually I'm going to fight the Crypt Lich, which seems to be going down pretty easily, and then we'll get to the Rotting Knight, which I've defeated before, but I needed a lot more health potions than I have right now. Okay, Crypt Lich defeated. Move our attention to the Rotting Knight. Just keep myself alive. And maybe keep my friend alive, too. And we can win this. Maybe. It's possible that we can't, but I suspect that we can. This Rotting Knight seems simpler than the last Rotting Knight that, like, totally beat the crap out of me. I love how it's the same effect no matter what the spell is, so healing is... Come on. You can do it. Do it. Level. What do you have on him? I gained a level. 25 gold. Sweet. That was worth it. The Ring of Speed! I can be Sargnarg the Hardsharg! Speed plus 10, and not everyone can use it. Amazing. That level up. Hoo-wee! I would have been doing terrible without that last second level up. I'm level 14, right? So, yoink. And... yoink. Let's go ahead and get my health and mana back. I don't think I'm done, but I don't know what else I would do here. Health and mana. Health and mana. Oh, this game has actually driven me insane. Go together like health and mana. Don't you spoiler me, spec lad. Okay. What's up? Nothing. Really thought that would be a door. It wasn't. What? Is that it? What? Okay, I don't know how you would get into there. I don't see any doors here. There is this area down here that I didn't go to, and this area up here that I didn't go to. But this was... oh, this is actually not an area. This is just the outside that you can slightly see. You know what? I'm calling good enough. I don't think this... okay, so clearly the expansion wasn't actually like a content expansion so much, or like a quest expansion so much as... here's some areas for you to grind some experience in. So let's, when reviewing this game, let's just push the expansion entirely out of our mind. Let's forget that there was an expansion, because essentially there wasn't. So, this game walks a fine line between bad and good. It's not bad. There's nothing actually wrong with it. There's just emphatically nothing right with it. There's some sort of interesting world building, and then they've given you the most dull and obvious story within the world they've built. The gameplay is sort of fine for what it is, for being on a Pocket PC, but it's like certainly not inspired. It's just absolutely bog standard RPG, sort of Diablo-style gameplay. Oh, I see. Wait. This hallway I don't think I've gone down. I don't care. Anyway, it's like there's nothing wrong with this game. There's just emphatically nothing right with this game either. It's like I don't want to say it's bad because it's not. There's nothing actually wrong with it. It's just like it's so middle of the road, uninspired, uninteresting. Okay, so here's the so like with movies, there's this so bad it's good concept, and then so bad it's bad, where something can be so bad that it's like subversively hilarious just to see how bad of a job they did, but also things can just not be very good. And this, it isn't even so bad it's bad, it's just so it's It's like, if it was worse, then it could be actually interesting to see, like, how screwy it was. But it's clearly, like, a cash grab that they were hoping that the fact that it was on a mobile device would be enough to sort of save it from mediocre game design. And I guess, you know, in 2004, when it was released, and when I had this actual device, it would have been a heck of a better game than I usually had on there. They also ported Tomb Raider to Pocket PC, and that's a lot better than this. So it's so, like, I'm going to repeat the phrase again. It is aggressively mediocre. It's like, it's difficult to form an opinion because it's the middle of the road where both sides of the road are better, even though one side of the road is bad games. Thank you for watching. Next time, we'll be playing Sokobond. If you like the video, do leave a like below. Cheers from Y'all Weasel. Oh, of course, Spec Lad. I'm gonna exit this. And I'm going to make sure I save the character data exactly as carefully as I always do. No exception for this case. No exception just because the game is over. I mean, when I'm playing in almost any other circumstance, I actually try to, like, save all of the intermediate states. But this would be a bit awkward to save all of the intermediate states, so I don't. Well, Tomb Raider for Pocket PC definitely at some point. I don't know when. At some point. Thanks y'all for watching. See you next week. I will be playing Sokobond, but to know what the actual game I'll be playing is, you'll have to wait until then. Cheers. Goodbye.